Vegan, vegetarian, plant-based. What's the difference? Not much. What is the difference? They're pretty much the same. They're all plan on reducing meat, quitting meat completely, eating a whole lot of plants. So you're pregnant and you want to be vegan. You want to be plant-based. Plant-based is healthier. Really bad idea. Continuing from my last video, plant-based diets contain anti-nutrients which block the absorption of many minerals. So if you're getting already a low amount of iodine by skipping out on these important animal foods that you need, replacing the animal foods with goitrogens, then you're reducing your iodine intake even more. You're blocking out your iodine absorption. And what happens if you don't get enough iodine? A lot of things can happen, which we'll talk about in a second. Okay. Now, see, they talk about a person's iodine intake falls below 10 to 20 micrograms per day. So that's what they're going by. But when you add in goitrogens, eating a lot of spinach, eating a lot of all of these foods, which is everything that they're telling us to eat, and say you get 200 micrograms, they're going to, oh, you're well within, I'm getting my iodine, 200 micrograms. But you're eating all these goitrogenic foods that are going to absolutely obliterate all that iodine that you think you're getting. It blocks the absorption of it. It interferes with the absorption of it. So as you eat those foods you think that are healthy, they're actually stripping the iodine out of you, essentially. In pregnant women, iodine deficiency causes major neurodevelopmental deficits and growth retardation in the fetus, as well as miscarriage and stillbirth. Chronic severe iodine deficiency in utero causes cretinism, a condition characterized by mental retardation, death, mutism, motor spasticity, stunted growth, delayed sexual maturation, and other physical and neurological abnormalities. A mild to moderate iodine deficiency has also been associated with an increased risk for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Say you have children, they're getting what would be a sufficient amount of iodine from some of the foods they're eating in their diet, but they also eat a whole lot of goitrogens because they're telling us these are healthy and great for us now. And so your child ends up being deficient. And then what I had missed earlier, but they also note here, deficiencies of iron and vitamin A may also be goitrogenic. A plant-based diet, a vegan diet, is iron and vitamin A deficient. You don't get vitamin A from carrots. You don't get vitamin A from plants. That is not real vitamin A. That's not retinol. That's beta carotene. It has to be converted. It's a process, so there's loss. It's not as efficient. Some people can't even convert it. If you're one of those people and you think vegan diet's healthy and plant-based diet is great and you don't know what's going on, well, you might not be able to convert beta carotene, end up with a vitamin A deficiency, which causes a various range of problems. If you're pregnant, that's going to be even a bigger problem, obviously. Goitrogenic foods. Chris Kressler's got a pretty decent site here. Some goitrogenic food information. Cruciferous vegetables contain goitrogens. Almonds, apricots, cherries, peaches, pears, plums, raspberries, strawberries, bamboo, millet, soy, spinach, sweet potato, tapioca, yucca. They're all goitrogenic. Kale, broccoli, all that stuff. Medications, pesticides are goitrogenic. Antibiotics, dioxins, jet fuel, percolates, all that stuff's goitrogenic as well, which we're being doxxed with that stuff all day long in this society. Yeah, he talks about you can try to cook them, try to reduce the goitrogens. Yeah, you want to reduce the goitrogen a little bit, or just don't eat the garbage. Other problems we have here. Oxalates. Oxalic acid binds minerals like calcium and potassium, making them insoluble and less bioavailable. Oxalate salts increase the risk of kidney stones. Common sources of oxalates include spinach, okra, sweet potatoes, elderberry, figs, leeks, buckwheat, cherry, celery, dandelions, and other leafy greens. 1 cup of raw spinach contains a whopping 656 milligrams of oxalates. Any amount above 250 is considered high. Now these oxalates, they really screw with your joints. There's a lot of documented problems from these oxalates in women and men alike. Sally has been doing a lot of work on this. You can look at the Vulva Pain Institute. They've discovered that these oxalates cause pain in the vulva, and they've really connected it. It causes joint pains. I believe that my joint pains were definitely from eating a lot of spinach all my life. I was eating a lot of spinach. I thought it was so healthy. I was going to be Popeye and strong and all that shit, right? But my joints were breaking down. My joints were... I've had back problems, neck problems, shoulder problems, all kinds of problems since I was about... for the last 20 years. And all those problems are gone now. I'm avoiding all this trash food. Obviously, you would never want to eat any industrial seed oil. That's complete poison. Complete poison. Corn oil. Any oil that's from a plant is absolute trash. It's what causes heart disease. It's what it's what causes all your problems, inflammation and everything. So yeah, he's got a decent site. Chris Kressler he's pretty decent. So what happens if you get iodine deficient? Congenital iodine deficiency is called cretinism. Yeah, cretins, they were iodine deficient. Basically, they're small, mentally reduced statured, all kinds of issues. You don't want to be a low-level cretin. You know, you'd be a little bit of a cretin, and you'd rather be no cretin. This is a bad idea. Iodine deficiency. In the next video, I delve more into cretinism and iodine deficiency. Like and subscribe for more of these videos. Check out that Fiber Menance book.